everybody, thanks for checking out another War Within Delve video here on YouTube. It is Napalm Dawn, the channel is G for G. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So this is Fungal Folly. This is the second Delve video that I'm going to be making for this channel. Fungal Folly is right here, basically southeast of Dornegal, which is the main capital of this area, basically the main city. Unlike for the Earthcrawl mines, where there is a flight path right near it, and the same thing for Kriegval's Rest, where you have the Durgaz cabin flight point near it. Unfortunately, the Fungal Folly one is kind of in the middle of nowhere. However, you start the expansion with flying, and you have dragon riding enabled for any mount that you have, including the Druid flight form. It really doesn't take much to get here. So we're at the beginning of the instance. Here's the repair and sell supplies again. There's Braun. You've seen the first video and you see how I have him kitted out. Not too sure what that little potion thing is hanging on him. It's not showing up as a buff over there, but we're going to talk to Stoneguard and we're going to go ahead and get ready. So we just basically jump down this hole. We land in some water, and then if you want to get out, I believe you can click that Explorers League rope over there. Hit that little mushroom, and we are now starting the instance. So that little spore that is floating around is basically like one of those Titan orbs in Dragonflight that detect your presence and then get upset. You can get enemies caught in it, which is super handy. And it also can be DPS down from range. If you get in melee range of it, it will actually start its little countdown and begin to blow up. It looks like, once again, we have some running mobs, unfortunately. So the spore, you can take care of it with something like this. So you can actually get it to quote-unquote die. But then again, if you charge in and do that, it will explode, it will hit enemies, and then it kind of bounces off and does its own thing for a little bit. And it usually drifts back. Just want to make sure. Yeah, there's Braun getting in the way again. That's what he's notorious for doing. So for this one, you have to rescue 10 scouts. They're all marked clearly on the map. The mushrooms do a lot of interesting things. One of the mushroom types in here will give you 10% haste for 5 minutes, I believe. And it shows up as one of those Torghasti type talents when you find it. Kind of similar to that area where you do the blue Dragonflight stuff in Dragonflight, and you get those abilities from killing the elites in the area. These little shrooms just kind of give you a tiny jump. They're don't really serve that much purpose other than being annoying where you'll be in combat, maybe trying to run away from an ability or AoE that's going out, and you step on one of those and it just gives you a little bump. Those bigger shrooms, though, they will take you up a level. They're a larger jump. Actually trying to target the reviver, and I keep getting the little spore over there. So far, I will say that at least in this particular delve, Braun's being a little bit more useful than he was in the last one. He hasn't gotten me in too much trouble. Yeah, so the revivers do look like they run away. So in the last video, I happened to mention that these delves often have hidden goodies in them, and you know, typical adventure game RPG mechanics, they're squirreled away in little hidden areas. You'll see that there is a body of water down there, and in this section over here where the vines are touching the water, if you swim under the water over there, that is where there is a target dummy toy. My druid is pretty well suited to this particular delve, as I can just clean myself of any of the poisons they try to dump on me. Admittedly, in this area, I have not tried to play around with the water too much. I think it's too shallow. And that, I believe, is Dormouse Eclea. Actually, I'm not too sure what that is. Thought that was maybe one of the haste mushrooms, but I think it's something I've missed in the past. Yeah, that bloated eruption, if you just don't kill him in time, just get away from it. You can't outrange it. Oh, no, there it is. Increase your damage done by 50%, size by 20%. Last until you brought to beneath 50% health. So that is something that does respawn from time to time. That is not a one-time treasure. That's just basically one of the buffs you get for doing the instance. Vicious stabs just go to the side. The vicious stabs actually push you away a little bit. If you get caught by it, it'll actually push you back. So you just gotta make sure you sidestep it in time. A lot of times, if you are low with Braun being in his healer mode, you know, he'll drop the little healing orbs on the ground. Why I kind of like him in his DPS mode is if you're low coming out of combat, he actually sets up camp, where the campfire gives you versatility, kind of like you would expect from a regular player character campfire, and by eating, you get a buff. You get agility cheese. And he actually makes a comment to the fact that he is giving you cheese. It looks like we have a rare today called Strange Disturbance. I don't know that I've seen that one yet. I don't think so, so that'll be something new. That, I believe, right over there is our halfway point resurrection thing. Leaning into, of course, the Dark Souls thing again, where going into a delve looks like a fog wall. These are basically like, you know, the campfires that Dark Souls have that allow you to travel to and respawn at if you die. Or the lamps in Bloodborne. Again, respawn point. Nice little place to repair, sell some stuff. If you're with a group and you want to like enchant them or something like that and you've run out of papers or anything, you can just, you know, get supplies. It looks like that is off the beaten path a little bit up there. So we will go ahead and check out what this strange disturbance is instead of progressing through to the rest of our people that we need to rescue. This a little bit tight quarters over here with this spore. Maybe I can get it to work in my favor. I'm not going to be able to kite him into it. Oh, that one might work. Yeah, it's very interesting that you can kind of use the dungeon against itself at times. However, this area is just super obnoxious to have this thing. That one's probably going to hit me. Actually didn't. Alright, so let's go see what Strange Disturbance is. Oh boy. It's this thing again. We fought this in the last video. This is not the area to fight this dude. Let me see if I can bait him into that. Oh, okay, it hit him. This is such a rickety tight area to be fighting him. But it does look like I got his little ad. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Braun got knocked unconscious on that one. He got hurt. There's the double jump ability. Oh, that is so good for this dungeon.
Smell that? It's treasure.
Ah, treasure that I missed. Nice. Okay, that's a good buff for this place. So I believe this is the island where everything is scripted. When you first get here, it looks like there's nothing here. But then you go through a few waves to rescue these 3 or 4 explorers that are here. Oh, the combination of that increased max health and then having that jump ability is great. Braun I haven't seen Braun asking me to go jump on him yet in this one. Either he's been doing it, I've been missing it, or for some reason he just hasn't been doing it. Let me see if I can leave it. Yeah, good. I don't think it does much damage, but it may be handy to get them interrupted for things that are not simple kicks but need a hard stun. Like that spore wave, or the... Might be pretty handy to get caught in that explosion, because that would interrupt it. It looks like no matter which direction you're jumping in, the double jump ability always moves you forward. That's something to keep in mind. And it may actually be better to hold your interrupts for the volley instead of the bolt. That. See if I can kite him into this. Nope. Okay, so once you take care of him, these 4 pop up. You'll notice we're 6 out of 10 right now. The toy, so here's a little school of fish. You can actually fish in these. There is a mine over there. I'm going to see if Braun will try to mine that. If I get him close to it. The toy... The training dummy was potentially down here. It may have been in a slightly different section, and it looks like I've never actually been here before, because that is some loot that I have not discovered. Wow. Okay, that is huge. A 535 over 489 and a proc of your spells and abilities have a chance to excavate increasingly rare treasures, granting you up to 235 agility for... that is massive. I am absolutely going to wear that right now. That is a very interesting cloak. I am so happy I was making this video and wandered over here. So yeah, that goes to show you, totally explore these nooks and crannies in here. And you know, that's the good thing about delves. As far as I know, there was no timer. There was no like decrease in rewards if you take your time. I think at most it may penalize you for having a death in there, sort of like a mythic. But yeah. Okay, so the area where the training dummy toy was would be this one down here. Yeah. That sturdy chest, that's where the toy used to be. This pearl looks like it's something though, but it's actually not. It's kind of surprising. That totally looks like it should be something. It's in the position of being something. Not that it is the case in this particular dungeon, but I do believe there is maybe an arachnophobia setting for World of Warcraft now because of all the anub enemies and everything. I think if you have arachnophobia and they are so spider-ish, Blizzard kind of did a cool thing and yeah, okay, you know. If you don't like spiders, we'll help you out. God, I wonder what arachnophobes would have done through Wrath of the Lich King, though. Ron, why are we not doing the RKO in this particular instance? So I do believe I picked up one of the haste mushrooms over there. If you could not stand those screaming mushroom people in, I believe it was Maldraxxus, over in Shadowlands, then you're probably not going to like this area of the island. I'm going to skip the infected beasts. They're just kind of a pain in the ass. They're very tanky. No reason to fight them. Again, I don't believe a mob count counts for anything. Yeah, those little shrooms rarely ever do what you want them to do. Yeah, thanks for the advice, Braun. I think I got it. In one of the dungeons that I did, I believe it was the Kriegel's Rest, at the end where you collect your rewards, there was a glowing locket on the ground, but I actually did not get any kind of an interactable gear with it. It was just on the ground, it was shiny, it was lit up, it was like I was supposed to loot it, but I could not get a gear out of it. I don't know if I didn't complete something, or it's a bug, or what, but it was really strange. I couldn't do anything with it. Okay, so we are now up to the boss. That dude went away. In this area over here, I do believe the Hearthstone League of Explorer guys were over here, that Reno Jackson and somebody else. I was like, that's weird. I've rescued everybody that I need to rescue. What's going on over here? And it happened really quick, but they were like, hey, you're cool, let's fight. I went, okay. And you fight the two of them, and they give you a buff. Now, it looks like we've got an elite over here. I think I'm gonna hold that interrupt for the volley if he does it.
Those spores will blow up if we hit them.
Oh, I think I pulled the beast, which I did not want to do. Yep, I pulled the beast. So there's Spore Wave. That's just the... there's the volley, but he's stuck in the corner over there. There we go. There's the volley. That's what I've been holding my interrupt for. What is Braun? I'm not seeing any of Braun's traps. I'm not seeing anything useful from Braun on this one. That's really strange. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Well, may as well interrupt the bolt since I didn't get the volley. And he's pretty much dead. Alright, well, there's the... Oh my god. That's the first time I've ever been caught in that. Yeah, nothing interesting there. Ooh. Huh. Actually finally got a proper chain out of those mushrooms. See if I can actually keep him there in the explosion. The fungal storm is annoying. Kind of reminds me of the rabbit spin from the the brewery instance in Missa Pandaria. Charge is not too bad. Just get out of the way. It unfortunately does start clogging up the area a little bit. Fungal Storm is not interruptible, but he does take a stun after he's finished with it. I was in that one. Might get him stuck in the explosion. I did, but it didn't seem to do much. He's stuck in that one, though. He took the stun in it. I've never seen that cascade of beasts before. I'm not too sure if maybe Braun leveled up after the last one and maybe his talents got reset or something like that. Just obnoxious, tanky. See if I can stampeding roar out of the most of this. Oh, there's the charge. Yeah, putting him in the little spore explosions doesn't seem to do a super big amount.
Stand back while I clear this away.
Alright, so Braun knocks down that little cave wall. Here's the treasure room. When you get in here, just run over the gold.
Give me a moment, champion.
Braun is a little hurt on this one. Undercoins. Massive upgrade boots. And undercoins. Alright, so that is it for Fungal Folly. Fun instance, we discovered something quote-unquote new when I was in the other delve and encountered that mushroom dude, I said it's, you know, he should be over there in Fungal Folly. It'd be a better place for him. And sure enough, he actually showed up here. So before I go, gonna hit the repair. And that's it. That's Fungal Folly for you guys at tier 3. Hope you enjoyed the video and learned a few things about the instance. Again, make sure you explore all of the nooks and crannies. And actually, it looks like I've completed a set. Cool. So you can, this is actually some of the gear that you can buy at the Explorers League hut in the town. Not really my style. I can't imagine wanting to look like this or use this in other things. The shoulder pads are maybe okay. In my opinion, it's kind of basic, but yeah, it's, you know, it's another set. It is fun. And if you're into that, there you go. You get to look like the Explorer League. Thanks for checking out this video, everybody, and I will see you in the next Delve video.